Welcome back to my channel. Thanks everyone for clicking on this video. Today my client is going to be receiving a microderm facial. On my service menu, this is titled the Diamond Glow Facial, so let's get into it. Starting out by using one of my favorite LiaLeigh Bio Enzyme Cleansers. This is a super gentle plant stem cell cleanser that basically removes makeup and surface debris. It's good for all skin types and it has more so a gel consistency. This does great with dry skin as well. The initial cleanse typically lasts maybe 2 to 3 minutes. I am an in-depth cleanser. I like to make sure that the skin is very cleansed before we get into the nitty-gritty of the facial treatment. Throughout the beginning cleanser, I'm just showing you right now different techniques that I use to manipulate the cleanser into the skin and to make sure that the skin is receiving all the nutrients from the product itself. If your client comes to you with any form of makeup on, please be gentle in removing it from their skin, from their lips, because it can take some time. But just make sure you remove all of it. Moving into the second cleanser, yes, I'm a double cleanser type of cleansing person. This is another LiaLeigh Pro Exfoliating Cleanser. This is ideal for mature skin and helping reduce fine lines and wrinkles. Typically, you can use this AM and PM for a renewed skin. The Pearlescence Exfoliating Cleanser has a super smooth and natural brightening benefits for your skin. It has lactic salicylic acid in it, some citrus extracts, and an array of botanicals. This is typically going to be used for all skin types, but more so for anti-aging and mature skin. Throughout this video, you're going to notice that I don't actually lay the warm towel on her face, and it's because she has lash extensions. Typically with clients who have lash extensions, it's not really comfortable to have a heavy warm towel to lie on the face, and in my opinion, it messes up the lashes. So yeah, I just don't lay it over the eyes. Moving forward and using the Image Pro Peel Degreasing Prep Solution, this is going to help to degrease the skin from all or any oils, natural oils on the skin, and prepping for the microderm. If you are going to use this product, or if you do, I highly recommend letting your clients know that they may feel like an intense tingle initially when it touches the skin. I have honestly heard that from all of my clients who have had this solution on their skin. Before I begin the service fully, I do one pass on the forehead to ensure that the client is okay with the pressure and the way the machine feels, all together. And once they tell me the okay, then I continue. If I feel like the pull is a little bit too much for them, I'll turn it down, or if it isn't enough, I'll turn it up. So I'm going to pay attention mostly to the forehead at this point. This is where I start with all of my clients. And as you can see, I am holding the skin taut with one finger or one hand, and making all the passes with the other hand. I go over the skin typically 3 to 5 times, depending on the person's resilience of their skin, and the elasticity, of course. All of that is by person. So I'm going to go ahead and speed up these clips to get through this portion of the video a tad bit faster because it is long, and it's I didn't really chop it up too much. So I'm going to be quiet now and let you guys just watch it. So now it is time to change the tip. As you can see, it is a much smaller tip that I'm going to pay more attention to. Fine lines, smaller areas that the bigger tip doesn't really cater to. Of course, we have got to microderm the nose. And as you can see, her nose is peeling. She was saying that she has been experiencing some dryness and peeling on that side of her face recently. So I'm going to try to be a little bit more gentle on that side and take care of the remaining side of the nose and on the tip. With the smaller tip, I do increase the suction on the microderm machine like a good amount, just because the tip is so much smaller and it's working in such a smaller diameter, so it's a little bit more okay to have like a stronger pull with the smaller piece. It is now time to put on the enzyme. I'm using my favorite lemon zest enzyme. This has arbutin in it, lactic acid, glycolic acid, and kojic. This is going to do wonders for brightening the skin and also helping control any, over sebaceous glands that are on the face. Now, after microderm, clients, of course, are going to feel this intensified on their skin. So if you are going to apply any type of enzyme on the skin after a deep exfoliation, please be sure to keep an open line of communication with your client at all times. Assure them that if they feel a little bit too much tingle, it is okay to let you know and say, hey, this is enough. My face, it's pretty tingly, it's pretty hot. If we could, let's go ahead and remove this. If not, I have some clients that prefer to sit without the steam and like the actual chemical peel fans that I use. Any way that works best for them, it should work best for you. So don't pressure anyone to, sit with any product on their skin longer than need be. This typically sits 7 to 10 minutes. If they can sit through that, perfect. If they can't, that's perfect too. Just go at your client's speed. After that enzyme has set in, we're going to remove with 4x4s. This is a personal preference if you're going to remove with 4x4s or an actual towel. Laundry is getting like absolutely insane these days, like how I'm running through my laundry. So I try to keep it at a minimum of typically 2 towels per client if I can. I didn't show you guys the microderm filter, so here it is. We are getting ready to do some extractions. So as I zoom in this camera, I'm going to show y'all mostly the extractions on her nose and on her chin this facial. She really didn't have much, but I'm going to get out all the sebaceous filaments that I can. Moving into the recovery portion of the facial, I'm going to be using a cocktail of the Ormetic Gel Mask, the Image Eye Enhance Hyaluronic Acid Facial Enhancer, and a dropper of the Eye Enhance Vitamin C Facial Enhancer as well, to create this beautiful cocktail mask that I'm going to be applying now. Once that mask is set in, I do get the the Max Brightening Complex Hydro Jelly Mask as well as the Egyptian Rose Hydrating and Wrinkle Care. I mix these two wonderful masks together for a great application, and as you can see here, she is comfortable with her lips being covered. I highly recommend all estheticians asking their clients what they are comfortable with, if they are comfortable with their eyes being covered as well as their lips, or if they prefer for you to go around. You do have to think about those clients that may be claustrophobic or just not comfortable with, any type of product being on their eyes and mouth. So please ask. I ask every single client, and I just think it's best practice. I got asked in a few other facial videos, how do I get my hydro jelly mask to come off in one piece and not in like a bunch of messy pieces. I seriously leave the mask on 15 to 20 minutes as the directions say, and I love to go around the perimeter of the face, as you can see here, before I actually attempt to remove the mask, because this prevents like the splitting that you may be achieving or that you may be getting from your mask. So try to take your time and allow the mask to pull off in those thinner areas on its own. So you'll see like at the nose and around the lips. Mind you, this is sped up, so this is actually a little bit slower than what y'all are seeing, and voila, we get a nice application and take off of the hydro jelly mask. And I always go around with the last towel on the face after the hydro jelly mask, because not all the time do I have like the most perfect take off of the mask, and a warm towel is going to make sure that there is no residue left behind on your client's face. Going in with the LiaLeigh Clinical Ice Balancing Lotion, this helps to prevent any future breakouts and calms and treats any active breakouts. And I'm going to use this all over her face because she did say that she was recently experiencing a breakout, which we can see on her forehead, but we want to prevent any future breakouts as well. Next, we need to protect the skin, so we're going to be using Black Girl Sunscreen today, and I'm going to apply this very generously to her skin because her skin is super fresh at the moment. She has just gotten this perfect microderm, and after that microderm we did use a chemical enzyme, so we want to make sure that she is protected and moisturized and her skin is ready to be outside. Lastly, the famous, most popular Ormedic Lip Complex by Image Skincare. My clients love this. I have this for retail. If anyone is interested in purchasing any skincare products for at-home use, please check out my link below, GlamByLiaLeigh.com, and it is going to be under the skincare section on my website. I have tons of skincare available for those that are in need. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Thumbs up and subscribe, and do not forget to comment. I can't wait to read everyone's comments. See you guys later.